The Bears have to play better than Niners. Welcome back to the round
That's how we
table here
started.
at the Round Table Talk, part of the Reality Realm Network. My name is Kevin Oliver.
My name's Brett Parnell.
And I, Bruce Heller.
That was fun.
That's a very informative way of saying it, like I was teaching something.
But
And
we're
I've
all
never
back
known
talking
anybody
about
learn
the
from
Traitors episodes 4 and 5. Or as I
Indeed.
said it in the description, because of what Bruce says, I'm going to start calling this Stars and Stripes Traitors 4 and 5.
I hated that.
I think I like it. I don't know. I need to think about it more.
Well,
You
how
do?
many times do you guys call the other show Maple Leaf
Never.
Traitors?
I've never called it that.
And see, I'm the one that likes it. He just said Stars and Stripes, so that tracks.
Yeah.
There's
Your
an
plan
Australian
backfired,
Traitors,
Brett.
isn't there?
What?
There's an Australian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
got
way
canceled,
more than...
Traitors.
but
Kangaroo
they're
Traitors.
rebooting it.
There's a lot of them. There's like... On Crave now, they have like Traitors Belgium and Traitors India and...
Well, that's too much, but UK is going to be Union Jack and Australia is going to be Boomerang.
There you go.
There's New Zealand, too.
Yes.
So Australia with a slightly different name. They're very close and the accents sound alike.
That's about what they have in common. The arch rivals in rugby.
I think that New Zealand's like more scenically beautiful, or
Yeah.
at least as
Depends on
Now
your
Australia's
perspective.
going to be mad at us because Kevin called them ugly. But speaking of weird sports that America doesn't know a ton about, since you mentioned rugby, I would just like to remind the world that America beat Pakistan at cricket that one time.
Yes.
that one time. That's very helpful.
Well, they're like one of the best countries in the world that is.
They
I'm
are.
pretty sure our players like play cricket part-time or something like that. So
Yeah.
I just had to. I don't get an opportunity to flex that very often.
But it wasn't the
You
senior
still
national
shouldn't
team.
have.
It wasn't
I
the
don't
senior
care,
national
we beat
team,
them.
so. But it wasn't the senior national team, so it's not really beating them.
I don't care. I'm claiming it as.
It was a U20 tournament that was held in the U.S.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm learning.
It would be like
that was not mentioned in the coverage.
It would be like saying your high school team beat Pakistan's high school team. Congrats.
That's still an accomplishment, to be honest.
My high school team is one day going to be my pro team, and their high school team is going to one day be their pro team.
Not necessarily. It doesn't genuinely tend to work that way.
I'm going to be honest. I may or may not have known that. I don't remember.
If I go look up the rosters that I saw from the FIFA Under-20 World Cup, some of them, a few of the players for Argentina that I saw went on to win the World Cup with Argentina, but most of them are complete nobodies now.
So this is unfortunately not yet a cricket podcast. So we should probably.
Unfortunately, I don't want it to ever be a cricket podcast.
Well,
just wait till Alan gives us some sort of cricket mission so I can come back and laugh at this comment.
I feel like a mission involving actual cricket would be more likely. But before we become a cricket show, I would have to learn how cricket works because I know nothing about it other than that America beat Pakistan one time.
And I didn't even know that.
I have a cricket jersey and I still don't know how the game works. I just bought it when I was in Barbados.
It looks interesting. I know nothing about it though.
Yeah.
If you know about cricket,
don't let us know.
My friend Viraj can teach Bruce anything he needs to know about cricket. He tries to teach it to me and I don't get it.
Cricket teams should wear jerseys that have a picture of an actual cricket on them.
Okay, hey, let's talk about Traitors.
Yeah, let's do that.
The Traitors should play cricket.
No. All right. So we started with the murdering person. The in-person murder.
Yes, the in-person murder.
It's either going to be Ron, Kristen, Caroline, or Eric.
It was never going to be Ron.
It was never going to be Ron.
No. He's too chaotic.
It should never have been. It should never have been Eric. As far as I'm concerned.
But I mean, if you murdered Ron, you're basically saying that him and Donna were not working together, and he just believed her story. So everything is out the window now.
Yeah. If you murder Ron, that's just a waste of what's gonna be a banishment.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
He's too shady to murder. Having fun there with your camera?
I tripped on the wire.
How dare you?
Oh well, whatever.
Okay. So we start with breakfast.
We do.
As we wait to find out who got murdered in person. And
Who didn't follow our advice about not getting murdered?
Yes.
We gave you one job.
Rob is trying to tell himself that he's a faithful so that he doesn't misspeak as a traitor. That's an interesting thought point that I never really think about.
The win, I guess.
Yeah. And then Monet comes up with because we've seen this thought process before, but we need to gather intel on all of the people who were supposedly up for murder so that we can test their theories against or stories against each other and see if we have a traitor amongst the five, which we do.
Yeah. And Lisa does not handle this well at all.
No, she overdid it.
I think that will put her into some trouble this week.
I mean, we already see that it's the groundwork is laid for that. Also, why is everybody obsessed with the salmon?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
What's Steven walked in the door and his first thing was, "Where's the salmon?"
I mean,
and then he took the salmon.
Salmon do be tasty though.
I don't like fish.
I like salmon, but I rather the cooked form that you eat at dinner time.
I got my mom got for me when we went to Sam's. Salmon bites. They're like little breaded things like the size of chicken nuggets, but it's salmon.
See, that isn't good.
I tried it as a free sample, and mom told me to tell her if I want anything. So I went and picked up a box after I ate the sample. So if you work at Sam's Club Corporate, because of course Sam's Club Corporate is working, put more free samples in your store. They work.
And you guys said Ron was never up for murder. But there was a point in time as I'm watching this that I ask myself, what if the move was to kill Ron? It's so like
it would tell me that Michael would probably be a traitor because he'd have no clue what he's doing.
Well, I feel like there is an argument to be made here. I mean, of course, the bigger argument is Ron's a guaranteed banishment.
Yeah.
But if you killed Ron, that would throw off everything that you've done up to this point.
It would restart the whole game.
And
if you're trying to create chaos, that makes sense.
It would confuse the living shit out of everybody. And it wouldn't point you in any direction. So I think there is a world where that could have been the move. Though it obviously wasn't. They did not kill Ron, which was a much safer choice. But also, you hear Ron telling us about his experience on being tied to the tree and stuff. And he leaves information out that he did experience that makes people still more sus on him.
Yeah.
He didn't reference the axe. He just said the henchman untied him. Not that the henchman cut him free. And that could end up coming back and putting an axe in his back. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But we do hear Ron here say that he heard extremely light footsteps walk past him. So now he's sus on Mora, who is Evidently, shame on you for being skinny. That's what
Yeah.
I heard. But
I wouldn't know.
at one point,
Ron hasn't been the best player this season, but Michael is making his game look okay.
yeah, somehow. Um, oh, Monet said, question. So, Michael, who was with you when you walked around them? That was so funny.
Yeah, that was good.
But Michael walking into breakfast and telling us that he knew that the block, like his block, was getting a little hot, and he needed to take it, dial it down a bit, and just be chillaxed and not go crazy. It didn't last long, but he had the self-awareness.
I was watching this thinking, this is great that you're saying this. You're not going to be able to make this last for 2 seconds. He doesn't have self-control to keep that going.
He doesn't have the self-control, but evidently he has the self-awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is something. There was a point where I thought Lisa was doing really good with her interrogation, though. And then she just wasn't.
Yeah.
It just, she like, I don't know. She was like giving us the second by second play by play of this, and everybody else is like, yeah, no, this happened, this happened, this happened, and that's just a little too much.
Yeah.
Which Candace does call out in confessional. Eric Nam comes in, so it's either going to be Kristen or Caroline. And we find out that Eric is 99% sure he heard somebody's laugh during the night. He will not tell us at this time who it is, though. But we find out that Kristen survived and Caroline was murdered here because she talked too much.
Which I thought was a smart murder on the part of the Traitors, just because it isn't one that will cause any attention to be brought to them. She was just kind of there.
Agreed.
I disagree a little bit.
Okay.
I think Kristen was the smarter move. I think Kristen's the better player.
Yeah, I'd agree with you that.
That's my first point. My second point is, with 2 traitors in the turret that are housewives, and now with Caroline gone, there is only 3 housewives in the game. That makes it a higher likelihood that you're going to get zeroed in on. I think that for Candace and Lisa's sake, they needed to keep as many housewives in the game for as long as possible.
Here's what I would say.
Go ahead, Bruce.
Because in seasons past, all these housewives have been so loyal to each other. They don't want to turn on each other. I think it's the opposite. I think killing another housewife makes it less likely you get caught. Because
you don't think that people are
fellow housewives.
You don't think that people are gonna read into the meta and think there's at least a housewife in the turret?
I think they'll think if there's a housewife in the turret, they won't want to kill one of their own. So if one of them dies, they think, oh, maybe there's not.
So I'm going to go somewhere in the middle here. Because I do see what both of you are saying, and my position is not really in line with either. I think it can be a smart move. I think they do know what Kevin is correct to say. They will know eventually that there's a housewife in the turret, no question. But if you're one of the housewives in the turret, do you think you're a better game player than the other housewife in the turret? Because once they get rid of them, odds are your suspicion is going to go way down.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you can win the game as a traitor.
Yeah.
Unless your names are Candace and Lisa Rinna, I don't think either one of them is going to make it to the
That's fair. I'm more talking from a theoretical perspective.
I understand.
But I'm saying once there's one housewife that's caught in the turret, I think that at that point, they'll start trying to be like, okay, can we target some other demographic who might be in there as well?
Yeah, it's time to go for our game or whatever. Yeah.
I'm not saying they won't expect a housewife in the turret. I'm saying they'll expect that said housewife won't want to kill one of their own. So if one of their own goes, then maybe we were wrong. I could see that.
I could see it. I don't think that's going to be enough to turn off the heat.
Not turn off, but turn down a little bit.
Especially when Lisa Rinna gave the performance she did at breakfast.
Well, she's just not. Yeah, she's not a good actress. That doesn't help.
Yeah.
If she was a better actress, then what I was saying would make more sense.
Actually, I don't think that what she did at breakfast tells us she's a bad actress. I think that it tells us that she doesn't understand the social strategic dynamics.
Yeah, neither does Michael. That's okay. She's not the only one.
Yeah. Because like I think she like composed herself well and had a good run at it. She just overplayed her hand.
Yeah.
She's just not meant for these kind of games.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens there. I think Tiffany is absolutely nuts for thinking that Ron, Jam Jam, and Michael are the turret.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I still maintain that if Michael and Jam Jam had both been traitors, the manufacturing that beef would have been incredible.
It would have.
Michael could have pulled that off.
I think he could have.
I think the anger and the belief that Jam Jam was a traitor was too real. I think if he was acting as if he didn't actually know, then it wouldn't. I don't know. That would be brilliant, though.
It would have been brilliant for entertainment purposes, but a disaster for the Traitors' success in the show.
I mean, they were beefing like that, and they really neither one of them got a ton of votes. Michael voted for Jam Jam, but
if Michael would have just kept his head out of his ass, he'd still be here right now.
Well, okay. My favorite, since you gave away the spoiler, he gets banished. My favorite part of that is when he said he's a faithful, nobody cared. Like a lot of times when someone says they're a faithful, everyone's like, "Oh no, we got it wrong," or like they look like they feel bad that they screwed up. Michael says, "I'm a faithful," and it's like, "Meh."
Bye.
After what he said at the roundtable, they shouldn't have felt bad.
Yeah,
it was such a funny reaction to me. That's what he was met with.
Yeah. We also hear here when Tiffany's telling us who she thinks is the traitors that Colton is going to go for Tiffany tonight.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just and it didn't seem to really have much thought to it other than like it seemed like he was just throwing something at the wall and seeing if it sticks because he didn't want to just follow the status quo. But he also thinks he's the best traitor hunter ever to live now that Donna Kelsey got outed as a traitor.
Yeah.
And it is mission time unless anybody has anything before mission.
No.
All right, I've seen this mission too. So
you'll explain it to us.
Okay.
Kevin's going to be explaining every mission thanks to UK Traitors.
Actually,
Kevin has spoilers, but only for like game mechanics, not actual like result spoilers.
Yes, I know all the game mechanics.
Nice.
No. So in this,
woohoo!
What?
I just saw that the Patriots won. Woohoo!
What was the score?
28-16.
Good deal.
Damn it.
Drake May's awesome. He's so likable.
Drake May's so fun.
Nothing to do with that team will ever be enjoyable to watch.
I used to hate the Patriots.
Side note, Drake May's wife makes cooking videos on TikToks, And I've seen on more than one occasion people comment and say Giselle, who was Tom Brady's wife, never cooked for us. And that's hilarious to me.
I used to hate the Patriots, but now I'd be okay if the Patriots won the Super Bowl. And I never thought I'd say that in my entire life.
Even when they were the evil empire, I rooted for them when they weren't playing Kansas City or St. Louis. Like,
Yeah, because you're weird.
Yeah.
Brady's just unbelievable. Like, that guy's incredible to watch.
Yeah,
I've hated them forever, and I still do, and always will.
I can like acknowledge the talent without actively rooting for him.
And I like Gronk and Edelman are both like actually likable and were likable as players. Brady's likable now, but
I don't know that. I don't know. I was never huge on Gronk. I'm still not.
Yeah, Edelman's funny though.
As a person, I don't know much about him. Anyway, mission time.
Bill Belichick for the Traitors.
Anyway, mission.
That would be
time.
actually entertaining.
No, we don't want that.
In the turret as well.
No.
He doesn't have to have a cloak. He just hides behind a Patriots hoodie.
It's like him mumbling in the turret like he's at a press conference.
Yeah.
I would rather spoon my eyes out of my eye sockets.
We'll put Kevin in the turret with Bill Belichick as the regular people All-Stars season.
Yeah, I will.
Are we counting Bill Belichick as regular people? I think that's
no. I'm saying they take All-Star from the regular people season and put them into the celebrity season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll be a celebrity because of my regular season run.
Yeah, like Fence versus Favorites.
Yeah.
So mission time, because Belichick is not in the turret yet. So mission time.
Mission time. So they have to go find spears in the woods, and when they find one, they take it back and they light it on fire and they stab the belly of the beast. These giant things, like giant beast-looking things. When you stab it in the stomach, it lights up on fire, and then when you stab it, you say somebody's name, and that person becomes eligible for murder tonight. And for every one of the 10 beasts that they light up, they get $2,000.
So lots of money.
Yes, and they split into 5 groups. Lisa, Monet, Eric, and Candace. Michael, Natalie, and Steven. Steph
is on Survivor 50.
Yeah. Colton, Kristen, and Mark. Johnny, Ron, Tiffany, and Jam Jam. And Dorinda, Maura, Rob, and Tara. And we hear here that Monet is suspicious of Lisa Rinna because of her whole breakfast spiel. So, like we were talking about her overdoing it, it actually did happen. She did overdo it, like people are calling that.
She did, and I just gotta say, this was a fun mission, but before this mission, the only spears I knew about were Brittany and Asparagus. So...
You don't know about Jamie Lynn?
I was quoting Sesternino. He says that on Amazon.
He does say that on Amazon. I'm like, I know this quote from somewhere.
I wasn't sure where it was from, but that's good.
He's Sesternino.
If only we could have quoted that from about Sesternino if Sesternino said it on the show.
If he would have been here for the mission about spears, that would have been such a fun full
Oh, yeah.
But no, they had to go and kill him and be good players and all that.
Freaking traitors. Freaking Donna Kelsey for putting him on the short list. Screw you, Donna Kelsey.
I mean, it was a smart
Sorry,
move, to be honest.
we're getting canceled now. But Donna Kelsey did not do it because it was a smart move.
It was a smart move regardless.
Yeah.
Anyone would have done it.
Well, not necessarily true. He wasn't on the short list night 1.
Yeah.
That's true.
He was never lasting long. He's too smart.
Yeah. I agree. So, we get beasts that are stabbed with the names Ron, Tiffany, Monet, Michael, Tara, And then Michael thinks that he has to scream Tara over and over again as he runs back into the woods. And then Rob picks up Mora and carries her around the mission before stabbing a beast and yelling Steven's name. Colton says Lisa. Then we get Mora, Johnny, and Jam Jam.
And Jam Jam thinks he's murdered.
Yes, and Jam Jam's crying.
Yeah.
And sometime in the middle of this mission, Candace tells Lisa that Monet said her name. And there's not much commentary on the mission itself.
Which makes it really smart because I don't think any faithfuls picked up on this.
Well, to be fair, Monet only said it to Candace.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's no
He
receipts
said it to the
to
wrong person.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's all I got about the mission because it's hard to commentate on a mission that's that simple.
Yeah.
Always fun when you've got stabbing involved.
Yes. And then they go back to the castle and Colton
There'll
starts
be more
gathering
stabbing
his army.
involved once the turret starts.
Yeah. Colton is gathering his army though.
Yeah.
To go after Tiffany. And he's talking about how her plan, which was first we're gonna go after Ron, then Jam Jam, then Michael, is what she said. And he said that it sounded more like strategy, not suspicion or facts. But Colton thinks that Ron is the fall guy. And as far as I know, it's time for the roundtable, unless you guys have anything.
Yes.
Because Tiffany is fighting back, which we all expected,
Yeah.
and deflecting to Jam Jam. And Jam Jam got really feisty because he was ready to write her name down in the middle of the argument.
He's
And
great.
Tiffany's quote is TIFFANY, like the company.
That was funny.
Jam Jam.
And then Eric does it. Eric tells us that he's 99% sure the laugh that he heard when he told everybody or told the traitors that if they killed him, that he was going to haunt them, was Tiffany.
Which is wrong.
Very wrong.
Which is wrong. And he was referencing how he has magical ears. And Tiffany told him, you might need another career.
Because I'm sure somebody who it's their job to sing K-pop can instantly tell who's who by laughing. That's so well connected.
Yeah. The only thing I didn't like here about this whole Tiffany thing was Candace started defending Tiffany. Candace needs to shut her mouth with all this defending people stuff because it's going to get her in trouble one of these days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
if it's not one of your fellow traitors about to go home, let the person get banished.
I don't think I'm even fighting back then because then I look really sus when they get banished as traitors.
Especially, especially not with Candace or Lisa, who both have had so-so games so far, to say the least.
If it's a vote like the Donna banishment, then yeah, leave it alone. But if it's one that could very clearly go either way, yeah, try to swing it the other way. Like that's
right.
Your game to keep the other. But and other than that, if it's not a fellow traitor, there's not even a decision. It's one less person in your way. Just let it
exactly.
I'd still not try to swing it other than vote in the way that doesn't vote for your fellow traitor, because if they don't get voted out, then you're going to have chaos 20 minutes later.
Yeah. And
Carolyn and Danielle?
Yeah.
I will say, we've been saying Candace hasn't had a really good game, but we've seen 0 confessionals from anybody that seems to be onto her at all.
Yeah.
We don't think that she's playing well, but obviously she's got to be playing better than we think, because if this was a factor and people were like, if there was traction gaining, we would see that.
Yeah.
But it's time to vote, and we have another blowout.
Yeah.
There were 2 votes for Ron from Candace and Michael. Again, bad look for Candace.
Very bad look for Candace.
Jam Jam had 1 vote from Tiffany, and 15 votes went for Tiffany.
Yeah.
And Tiffany is a faithful, and I personally am sick of all these landslide votes.
Yeah.
I know that it's too early, and it's
the cast
easy to
of this
dogpile.
season is great. The boot order has been pretty bad.
Yeah, but I don't even care about that. I really just want more, like, more than just dogpile.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to see dogpile votes over and over and over.
Agreed.
We should have a 1-to-1-to-1-to-1, like, for however many people are left in the House vote.
That would be more entertaining.
Can you imagine the roundtable discussion that leads to that vote?
I would love to see it.
Chaos.
But my favorite quote of the episode, once again, comes from Michael. There's ringleaders in here, and there's not ringleaders in here.
That is a great quote from the episode. The only problem is Michael thinks of himself the way that Ben thought of himself with the lions and hyenas quote.
Fair enough.
You know, Michael is putting himself in the ringleaders when really everyone is just laughing at his game.
Right. And also, it just sounds really stupid. You know, there's these people, and there's the people that aren't these people. That's kind of how that works, yeah.
I've decided I need a turret that has Michael, Tom Sandoval, and a third person who's just also terrible at reading the game.
They could put Christian in there.
I've been trying to think of, like, a turret of terrible game players, and I love Tom. He was amazingly funny. But, like, every single person he said was a traitor, which was like 60 different guesses, were all false. So he makes this turret.
Yeah.
See, you say Christian, but anytime I talk about Christian being a bad traitor, you push back against me.
I was just thinking more for the chaos.
What about that guy? I forget his name, Kevin. The guy from season 1 that Brandy and Kate were convinced was a traitor, and he argued with them at every roundtable?
At the very beginning, yeah.
Him.
I can't remember his name either.
He's the third person, and it's going to be the worst, most chaotic turret ever. It's going to be great TV.
Yes. But I do want to say Michael was onto something at the end of this episode. And he's been on it for a while. One of the 3 hunks is a traitor. Colton, Rob, and Steven.
Yep.
He's been like low-key on Rob for a while.
Yeah.
I'm glad nobody pays attention to him.
He might be the worst casting choice this show has ever made. Actually, he is. There's no
Without question.
Yeah.
Without question.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nobody likes him in the castle or in the fan base.
And actually, I wouldn't say nobody in the fan base, because I'm on 2 Traitors fan pages, and there are people who do like Michael Rappaport. Yeah. Maybe not after episode 5, but after episode 3 for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Can
you really speak for the fan base, Bruce?
I have the only comments I've seen about him are negative.
But where do you look?
Bruce is going to pull
Facebook, Twitter, and the Facebook group signed the Traitors.
Oh, you're in Signed the Traitors?
Yeah, so am I.
I am too. I'm also in the official Traitors fan group as well.
I have seen no positive comments about
See, when Kevin said, how does Bruce speak for the fan base? I thought he was about to pull a Johnny Bananas and be, I am the fan base.
Nice.
Let's just pretend I did that. And does anybody have anything else to say about episode 4?
Michael's still here, and that disappoints me.
Yeah.
Sad to see Tiffany go.
Yeah, that's my reaction. I thought Tiffany was going to go very much further in this game.
Yeah.
She was
Especially
someone
'cause
that
you
I thought
drafted
might
her.
win this game. Yeah.
Oh, and you did say in your predictions that she was going to get recruited and win as a trader. Yeah.
I did. That didn't happen.
No. So on to episode 5. I really thought there was a chance that Stephen Coletti was going to be the murderer here. I was wrong.
Yeah, thankfully, because otherwise I would have lost 2 players.
Well, I lost a player here.
Yeah, you did.
With Monet Exchange being the one who died because she was sus on Candace. Or not on Candace, on Lisa.
On Lisa. But mentioned it to Candace, who is also in the turret, and therefore, goodbye. Yeah. And also, just in case, strategic point for the future of this show, if you're sus on somebody, never mention it when you're only one-on-one, because you might be talking to a traitor. Always mention it with like 4 people.
Or you can mention it when you're one-on-one, but don't only mention it to one person.
Yeah, because then if you do get killed, that person you mentioned it to won't get off.
Yeah, I really didn't think they were gonna like kill Monet because if I'm Lisa, I'm way too afraid that Monet had that same conversation she had with Candace with other people. Because Candace couldn't confirm that she was the only one.
That's true.
How would they know? And I would be way too afraid that other people had been told that same thing, and then I look really sus.
That's true.
Also, I've lost one person in the draft so far, and I'm the only one that can say that.
Yeah.
The show's like half over, so.
It's another draft that I'm winning so far.
Well, we'll schedule the 50 draft pretty soon.
Yeah, and I can dethrone you.
Or I can finally win for once.
Right, you're not allowed to win.
Consecutive Reality Realm drafts would be pretty cool.
Actually, it's not. It's not, Bruce.
I have to win one for once before I start getting known as the Buffalo Bills of Reality Realm podcast
before Survivor, didn't we?
No.
Crap. Never mind. I thought we did race then Survivor for some reason.
No, because we always do Survivor like prior to the season.
Which, by the way, Brett, I don't know if you listened to our show. We realized our Amazing Race draft episode did not get posted. It got lost.
Oh no!
And we referenced that draft multiple times in episode throughout the season. And the thought occurred to me the other day. Man, our audience must have been confused as to what draft we were talking about.
Yeah, because somebody didn't post for a week.
That's funny. No, I do listen to the show, but therefore that I was probably wondering the same thing. Because I sure didn't hear a draft that didn't get posted.
Yep.
It'd be weird if you did hear a draft that didn't get posted.
For the record, I absolutely wrecked that draft.
I mean, maybe I asked some nefarious sources in Beijing to have access to Bruce's computer to listen to the draft.
Brett the Chinese spy. You heard it here first.
Bruce lost like 4 teams before I lost one.
Oh, no.
So.
It was like the Amazing Race equivalent of what I did to him in the Survivor draft.
Fair.
Of what you did to who in the Survivor draft?
You.
That's not how the Survivor. I lost the first pick, and then my other 2 placed in the top 10. What are you talking about?
In your own words, I was at one point kicking everyone's ass. So you kicked my ass, I kicked yours.
Oh, yes. Yes.
You forget who you're talking to. I think of things in a very simple manner.
I thought you were saying that my Survivor draft went like your Amazing Race draft.
And then it got its ass kicked? Yeah, kind of.
The next Survivor draft will be soon. The last one doesn't matter anymore.
No, that's right. Why don't we just forget 49 happened?
We can't forget 49 happened because otherwise Rizzo and Savannah wouldn't be on 50.
Well, I only want one of them on 50 anyway. So.
I easily want both of them on 50.
I'm saying nothing about who I want on 50. But unless I keep winning, my stance is going to be that the 49 draft is the most important one.
Of course it would be.
I don't have a reasoning to support that yet, but that's going to be my stance.
Yeah, but nobody listens to you anyway.
Our audience does. Hey.
No, they actually tune you out.
Same.
Anyway, back to the Traitors. Lisa wants to push for Ron to get banished tonight.
That she does.
But no matter how many times people want to push for Ron to get banished, Ron has a million lives.
Because there's no reason to banish him.
Because he's not a traitor.
Exactly.
He's a cat, but more likable.
And if you want to banish Ron, you can banish Ron at any point during the game.
That's true.
There's nothing to worry about with, he might pull some huge strategic move and win.
So Brett definitely seems like he's part of the women's alliance from Vanuatu here. Oh, we can vote Chris out at any time.
Yeah, but I don't think that Ron's game is equivalent to Chris Doherty's game, and that's coming from someone who was cheering for Eliza that whole season.
Yeah, but the concept is still the same. Like, you think you can always vote them out, but then next thing you know, you can't.
Fair.
Yeah. What if we get this nobody's coalition between Kristen Kish and Stephen Coletti and Ron Funches?
Then the three of them can win the game, and that would be entertaining.
Bobby Flay for the Traitors.
There's a lot more celebrity chefs I want before Bobby Flay.
I like Bobby Flay.
Yeah, but that's because he's the only one you know.
No, my parents watch a lot of Food Network. He's just everywhere on that channel.
I think that there's a lot more people that you don't know that are on there more than you think.
I can name more.
I watch a lot of Food Network too. That's why I said.
I can't name as many of you because the difference is what we said, you watch it. My parents watch it, so I'm not always actually paying attention, but I know names.
Yeah.
Alex Gornishelli's one.
It's true. I want to see Guy Fieri on there.
Yeah, that would be good.
Anyway,
Guy Fieri went to a burrito shack that I like going to when I'm in Cancun.
Maybe you'll run into him one day.
Maybe. I'll let you know.
I thought for sure that was going to be a reference to Guy Fieri's restaurant being on cruise ships, honestly.
That happened last time.
That's on Carnival cruise ships. I've never gone to his restaurant on the cruise ship because I only go on Norwegian cruise ships.
Oh.
You little Scandinavian boy.
Shout out to Norwegian.
Anyway, Ron is sus on Dorinda and Michael.
For the record, I know it's called Norway. I just wanted to see how you guys would react to Norwegia, and the fact that there was no reaction kind of concerns me. I know.
Yeah, I just assume that Bruce is back on the same thing he normally is, and we want to start talking about the Traitors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kristen has sus on Colton. Alan is once again unhinged in his clothing.
Always.
With his tank top that says murder. And what else do we got at breakfast? Oh, that's the last thing I have from breakfast, unless you guys got anything else.
Nope.
It is mission time, where we get Scottish Superman Alan.
Yes.
Yes.
And the Faithful Fountain, which is not a challenge mission I've seen yet.
Well, you've seen it now, so tell us about it.
Yes. So the faithful have to search for coins that have certain markings that tell them where these statues are throughout the castle grounds. There are 8 statues that they have to get. They have to get all 8 in 30 minutes and return them to the fountain, where they have certain places they go into, and once they do that, they can turn this wheel and the fountain will turn back on. And the thing is, there's an opportunity for a shield at every fountain. But if anybody takes a shield, there will be a murder tonight. If nobody takes a shield, there will be no murder tonight. And they have to split into groups of 4. So we have 4 groups of 4 here. We have Tara, Kristen, Maura, and Rob. Dorinda, Natalie, Johnny, and Michael. Colton, Mark, Lisa, and Candace. And Jam, Steven, Eric, and Ron. Tara tells us that she likes her water frozen. Fair enough.
It's called ice, by the way.
Which was the point, because she's a figure skater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the better quote comes from Candace. What if I fall in this water? I could get a yeast infection. Who's going to take care of my coochie?
Medical.
Or medical.
And this is not season 1, so Suey Fields is not medical.
And Alan has the quote of, I never tire of a soggy housewife. But these statues are kind of really big.
They are.
And they find all these coins, and somehow, some way, while they were searching for the last coin, Michael Rappaport found it.
That he did.
Not Michael Jackson, not Michael Jordan, Michael Rappaport.
Well, if Michael Jackson found it, that would be more concerning.
Concerning, yes.
Because he's been dead since I've been in high school.
Yes.
Wow, you're old. I was 9 years old when he died.
But how does everybody feel about Michael Rappaport? He has to say it every time. Who voted for Michael Rappaport? Who put the coffin in Michael Rappaport? It's always the full name. Yeah, no, it's not like there's another
Michael Rappaport. Everybody.
The last 2 statues, though, had 4 shield offerings. And Colton really wants a shield. We don't know if he's going to do it, though. But, guys, we're back to our whole finishing a mission with seconds left on the clock.
Yeah.
We thought we were over it.
I thought we were over it, and they were going to start timing these missions properly.
And here we are again. With 3 seconds left on the clock, blood starts coming out of the fountain, and they won $16,000 for the prize pot, because the thing that I forgot to say was this was a make or break mission. They had to get it all or they got none.
Yep.
And so they got $16,000 for the prize pot, and Alan will not reveal if any shields were taken.
That he won't do, which makes sense, because otherwise you would probably just banish the person who took the shield.
Yeah, I agree.
Regardless of whether they're faithful or a traitor, then again, this banishment, we don't really care if people are faithfuls or traitors. Right. So...
and there was a point made here that everyone who voted for Michael night 1 besides Jam is gone.
Yes.
That's kind of ironic.
It is.
But it's roundtable time, unless anybody has anything else. Okay.
No.
Going once, going twice. Solved. All right. I got a couple of quotes here from Michael. They're both from Michael, actually. Your sniffer, maybe it's a little clogged. We also have conniving, colluding, commiserating Colton. And then Rob had to correct him and let him know that commiserating is not the word that he wanted to use.
That was good.
Sorry, I fell again.
How dare you? Stop being so clumsy.
Anyway, yeah, the actual quote was, commiserating means feeling sorry. Sorry, that was driving me crazy. That's what he said. Anyway, though, Michael really screws up here.
Michael Rappaport?
Michael Rappaport really screws up here. He does something that is not okay by any standards. Um, Whether he meant to or he just put his foot in his mouth, Michael Rappaport basically said that Colton would be the best trader in the house because he stayed in the closet for 29 years.
Yeah, that was uncalled for.
Low blow. And because of that, he's gonna get banished here. Everybody's really mad at him, but the conversation doesn't stop at Michael. It's not gonna be as much of a slam dunk. Ron uh, called out Michael as Dorinda's pit bull.
Dorinda was hilarious in this episode.
Yeah, she was.
We never mentioned her, but
she's finally contributing something, so that's nice.
We also have a quote from Ron here. My family is none of your fucking business. Because Dorinda basically went on Ron saying, I've tried to get to know you. I've tried to get to know things about your family and all this and that. That was his response. Ron is not helping his case any either.
No, not at all.
No. And I do have one more comment here before they vote that Michael is a wasted vote, but after what he did, I'm on board with it. And Michael does go home at a vote of 11-5. The 5 non-Michael votes were Ron votes. Yep. From Lisa, Candace, Dorinda, Michael, and Steven.
Concerning that Lisa and Candace both voted wrong together.
That's so stupid.
Yeah. But to be fair,
why would you do that?
They both have been laying groundwork for having problems with really believing Ron's a traitor for the whole game so far.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
And I don't think that they organized that together.
Yeah.
But I'm so glad that stupid Michael Rappaport's gone. I really like what Maura said about him. You talk too much, but you didn't say a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we will find out if anyone took shields at breakfast, Alan tells us. And so they leave the round table and head back to kind of just chill out after everything. We get some interesting things here. Like Kristen telling us that if she gets killed in the next 3 days, it's going to be Colton that's the traitor. I also see Kristen, Eric, and Mark Ballas talking a lot.
Yeah.
And that is an alliance I'm low-key here for.
Same.
Yeah.
Colton's also on Lisa. Dorinda's on Lisa. They were both talking to each other about how Lisa's being too quiet. And they referenced something back from that first banishment where Lisa voted for Portia. And a housewife shouldn't vote for a housewife. Says she wears sunglasses a lot and is over the top at breakfast. And before I heard people talk down on her like that, I was about to be high on her, on the way she handled herself today. Because we hadn't really heard that much in terms of people clocking Lisa outside of Monet, who is now dead.
Yeah.
We also have Johnny Weir telling the Knight's Armor good night.
I love it.
Maybe Tony was inside of the Knight's Armor, Bruce.
Yes, the spy armor.
And that's all I got from the episode. I got a few end of talk notes here, but what do you guys think? Who do you guys think player of the week was?
Player of the week.
Everyone, because they got rid of Michael and don't have to deal with him anymore.
No, Candace.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
For being able to get that information about Monet and then make the big move.
Okay. What about you, Bruce?
I'm gonna say Rob because the Traitors had a good thing happen this week. They kept Ron around as a shield, and I'm choosing him specifically because he's just a better traitor than the other two, and he positioned himself better.
He's really just so low key that it's really like helping his game.
And the other two are very not.
Yes. Um, my player of the week is kind of unconventional. It's not a traitor, and we haven't really talked about this person much. In this episode specifically, but I feel like I really want to give it. This might just be a head versus heart, and I'm choosing my heart here. I'm giving it to Dorinda.
Nice.
Interesting.
Um, I think she's actually playing a really good, faithful game, right?
She is.
She's not, she's been able to manage her threat level in such a way that she's not going to get murdered, but she's also not even been received a banishment vote, either, which that line is what you want to be able to walk as a faithful. And she's I don't know. I just think that kind of impressed me this week.
Yeah, I like that pick.
My other end of game notes are the nobodies are great. Most people might not agree. The nobodies, I'm loving it.
Yeah.
And also, if they murder Colton tonight, Lisa is so screwed.
Yeah.
That's my take. And I'm afraid they're going to
Yeah, I'm
because
afraid of that too.
they want to, and it's not going to end well. And freaking Dorinda is going to like wreck next week if they murder Colton here. She's going off at the
Yeah.
round table. And Lisa's going home.
I would agree with that. Lisa is my pick to go home next week.
Yeah.
Me too. Me too right now. Um I'm just afraid they set it up a little too well. Um I could see like a jam going home as well.
Yeah.
Maybe Ron's finally pushed his luck too far.
Yeah.
So,
What do you think, Bruce?
I think Lisa gets banished because she's probably gonna be terrible about overacting at breakfast again.
But she doesn't
then
necessarily have anything to
let me,
overact about.
let
But
me ask you
she'll
guys
find a way.
this.
She's overdoing everything.
What's up, Brett?
Let me ask this. If Lisa gets banished, seeing what everybody thinks, even though they're wrong, do you recruit Ron into the turret?
No.
I mean, they could do what they did in Canada, and
Yeah,
they recruited what's her name to be a sacrificial lamb and immediately
exactly.
banished. They could do that to him,
I don't think they will, though.
but it would. I mean, I could see it. It'd be smart.
I think if Lisa gets banished, I think the recruit is easily Mora.
Do we even know there will be an immediate recruit?
I mean, they'll have the option for sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's just
it's
gameplay
up to them.
mechanics. They don't have to. They
Maybe
can either.
it might be smart for them to just keep two people, honestly.
Depends who it is.
Yeah.
I think if it's let's say it's Lisa, it probably is smart for
If
Rob
Lisa
and
gets
Candace to
banished
keep
and
just
you're
the
Rob
two of
and
them.
Candace, you work well together. Just keep it at two. Don't bring a third person in.
But I think Rob wants to work with Mora.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could see it going either way. Lisa's overdoing everything though, and people are already suspicious, so I think she gets banished for sure.
Yeah, and it's crazy because after the first 3 episodes, I would have swore up and down Candace is the first one gone for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same.
then breakfast happened.
But yeah, Lisa had a really bad. We'll blame Dorinda for that because Lisa was only eligible for murder because Dorinda sucks at stacking skulls.
Yeah. At least she got the skulls and came back and was able to stack them and wasn't Johnny just running around the marsh the whole time.
Yeah, but nobody's gonna murder Eric Nom anyway. It's fine.
Yeah, I just like to point out how terrible Johnny Weir was at that one challenge.
Well, I think Johnny Weir's just terrible at the challenges in general.
At least he competes in them, unlike what again was it Dom and
Dom, yeah,
just repeatedly kept not trying in challenges.
right.
Maybe we have to make figure skating a challenge come the Winter Olympics in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
All right, guys. This was a fun episode. Unless anybody has anything else to say, make sure you guys you're checking out all of our other Reality Realm coverage. Tribal Council Chat is rolling through their off season. Just posted a episode about underrated Survivor seasons.
We did.
It
was a fun episode to do.
Check out.
Check out a shout out on that episode.
Yes. Check out Pit Stop Pals, where we are doing a rewatch of season 16 with my favorite Amazing Race team of all time on the season.
Who's your favorite Amazing Race team of all time?
Jet and Cord.
Nice.
You mean it's not Carol and Brandy?
No.
Whoa. Clearly Patrick and Susan.
Brett, did you guys do your challenge podcast yet?
No, something that else came up. Congratulations to my co-host Titi Fernandez, who is engaged. That kind of took precedence over the challenge podcast.
Yeah, so sometime New Generation Challenge podcast will be closing out season 41.
Close out, or we'll give our thoughts on 41 as we get into 42 when the cast kind of drops in the next month or so. We'll see.
Oh, okay. And
she's been very busy.
Right. And otherwise, just check out all of our stuff on social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Like, subscribe, follow, share, whatever the heck you do on your chosen social media outlets. And also buy our stuff on Redbubble merch store. We would appreciate it. Those are all the plugs I got, Bruce.
Don't get murdered.